Hi, everyone. Welcome to EDU250, Introduction to Special Education. I am Dr. Andrea Burnell. You can call me Dr. B, and I will be your instructor for this 7-week accelerated course. So we're going to jump right in. So we're going to start out by learning about the IDEA, which is the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, and Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act, or as some people call it, the Rehab Act. You're going to have some learning materials. You're going to be reading about the IDEA. You're going to be watching a video about disability rights and the Americans with Disabilities Act, and also reading about the differences between IEPs and 504 plans. I have a few videos for you to watch. Again, videos about 504s versus IEPs, the history of special education, and that is it for our videos. And you will see that every week I give you optional readings from an optional textbook, as you can see here. Hopefully you can see this. Okay, there we go. So every week you will see that I will post optional readings from this text if you have a copy of it, and certainly you can access it used probably on thrift books. You can get it on Amazon. You can probably get a digital copy as well. Okay, so here is our first assignment for this class. It's going to be our discussion, and we will have a discussion every week. Make sure that you post your initial post each week by Wednesday at 11:59, so before midnight on Wednesday, and then you reply to at least 3 of your classmates every week by Sunday before midnight. So what will happen is if you are late with your initial post to the prompt, you will not be scored on the top 2 sections of the rubric. So make sure you get that initial post in. And then I would request that you do not save all of your responding to your classmates until the end of the day on Sunday, because then we really aren't having a very robust discussion. So do your best to try and do 1 or 2 posts, do them throughout the week. And if you have to save one for the last day to respond to a classmate, that's fine too. So week 1, I want you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit why you're taking this class, your major, your expectations of what you want to get out of the class. And I also would like to know if you've had any experience with special education or Section 504. So perhaps you had a 504 plan or an IEP, your child did, a sibling, another relative, or a friend. And perhaps you're working as a teacher or a paraprofessional in a classroom and you've had experience professionally. You are more than welcome to do video posts like I am doing now. The one thing that it's very important to know is I do expect that you're going to always have references and citations, especially for your initial response to the prompt. What that does is it shows me that you're making connections about what you're putting into your initial response to the prompt to our learning materials. So every reference that you use, you should have at least one in-text citation. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out and I'd be happy to clarify for you. And then your assignment for week 1 is going to be to develop materials for families and caregivers. So you have a choice. You're going to be giving a brief history of the IDEA in Section 504 and explaining the similarities and differences. I do have a link to a Venn diagram for you if you would like to use that, if that's helpful for you for your thinking for this project. And you can either develop a digital poster, you can do a presentation. If you do a presentation or a video, you must have a narration. So you can do that, or you can do a traditional paper. Regardless of what modality you choose to express your learning, you must, again, have references and citations. They can be on a separate piece of paper. Let's say you're doing a video presentation, so you can turn in a Word document that has your references, and you can actually do your in-text citations verbally to say, in the book by, by Bruck, on page 52, they said this. So you can do citations that way. And then there's also an opportunity for extra credit. It's listed in week 1. You can do it at any point during the class. So I would ask for extra credit if you watch the movie Crip Camp. You can find it on Netflix or on YouTube. It's a fabulous film. It was produced by the Obamas, and it really talks about the experience of it's teenagers at the beginning at a camp they went to, and these teenagers were disabled, and the seeds how the seeds were planted for the disabilities rights movement. For the extra credit, you would watch the film and then you would find Judy Human on social media. Know that Judy Human passed away in 2023, but her social medias are still up. And then submit a comment about the movie to Judy's site, about the importance of this film to you and any impact it had. Take a screenshot of that, send it to me, and I will give you an additional 10 points to add on to the assignment of your choice. So that is the extra credit this week. If you have any questions, always feel free to either send me a message through Canvas, or you have my information in the About Your Instructor. You can send me an email either to drburnell@gmail.com or through my Baypath email. I typically get back to people within a couple of hours. If you do not hear back from me within 24 hours, please resend your message or your email. Every once in a while, something gets fouled up and I may not get an email, and it's even possible I could very rarely overlook something. So do that. If you have a general question about an assignment, you can post it in the Ask Your Instructor discussion board. That's a great place to ask general questions because then everybody can benefit from the answer that I post. Each week, I will post a video like this one talking about any reminders that I might have, talking about the materials for the upcoming module and the assignments for the module. So I hope you enjoy this class. I'm looking forward to learning with all of you. Take care.